9:34 in New York City, home to 1,700 public schools with more than 1 million students. It takes a village, obviously, to make some of these schools really successful.
This morning, we are highlighting the work of one of New York's educators whose unique approach to running her school in Brooklyn is making an impact. So we are proud to welcome Principal Jamie Hendrickson from the Meyer Levin School for the Performing Arts in Flatbush. So good morning to you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
You know, going through your whole resume, you can tell how much passion you have for this. And what I found really interesting is that you didn't start out as a teacher. You were an accountant?
Yes, I did 7 years with corporate, started at Merrill Lynch, went to PwC, then landed at Deloitte. I got sidetracked in college with making the right amount of salary, so teacher wasn't the way to go, and I became an accountant instead.
Wow.
Yeah, what drew you to teaching?
Oh, goodness. I've been playing teacher since as I was a young child, so it was pretty much my passion and what I was born to do. And I did it with corporate as well through junior achievement and some other voluntary pieces. And it just kind of spiraled right back to what I was born to do, which was education.
Okay, and then you rose the ranks to become a principal, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about the school that you are in charge of, the Meyer Levin School. How many students are enrolled there, and what do you see as your unique approach?
So we have 486 students there, and our unique approach is that we give students access to opportunities that build a competitive edge. So we make sure that they're thriving academically, they're thriving sports and performing arts, but that they're also finding their purpose and what they're great at.
I love it.
When students do that earlier on, it's a known fact that they'll be focused and have more opportunities to be successful.
Now, what is your main priority? Because you're from Brooklyn, right?
Yes, I grew up in East New York. My main priority is what you were just mentioning earlier, the village. That's how my parents raised us. The village is imperative to the success of any school. So when we talk about community, all stakeholders need to be supported. Students, teachers, the parents, the administrators. So we lean into a holistic approach for everyone. And that's really important, because when people know that you care, then they'll begin to care.
Well, yeah, and there's also such unique ways to meet students where they're at, right, and get them engaged. So let's talk about Drippy Wednesdays. All right, Drippy Wednesdays.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So attendance was we were struggling with attendance before the pandemic. So we had to come up with some theme days to get students out. So I'm proud to say that as of this year, our attendance has been trending at least 90%.
Great.
Our chronic absenteeism is down 15%, and Drippy Wednesday is one of the many ways that we do that. We give the students an opportunity to come in and compete, who is Drippy King and Queen.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And we have a whole fashion show, but just something to get them excited about school outside of the academics.
Yeah.
And speaking of academics, how have your programs helped with that?
Oh, wow. So we have lots of advanced opportunities for my 8th graders to get high school credit earlier on. Wow. So they've been doing extremely well with the Regents exams. Just last June, we had a 95% rate with the Algebra Regents, 84% rate with the History Regents, and we increased our science proficiency 30%. So kids are moving and shaking at Meyer Levin. It's a lot going on.
Literally moving and shaking.
We just saw some photos that were on the screen of the steel pan drum band, which is unique because not every school has one of those, right? And a professional recording with that band. So let's talk about them.
So Angela Hunt is a former student of Meyer Levin. She is a well-known reggae soca artist, and she came back to pour into the community, which is the vision, that we are consistently staying connected. So she came and she helped us perform for our winter concert, and she loved it so much that a few of my students are now on her next album.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. And sometimes I feel like the success of a child also has to do with what's happening at home, and you include the parents in a lot of your programming.
Yes. So my parents have access to the building. If I have any entrepreneurs, there's space in the building for them to utilize. We support our parents with social emotional health. We partner with a great program called the Arthur Project, and it's a squad of social workers that meet the need of the parents, the children. We do financial literacy for our parents. We give them information on how to be more effective advocates for their children within the New York City public school system. So we're always sharing information and giving people access, because this way the information becomes knowledge, and once the knowledge is there, it becomes power.
We know that phrase, knowledge is power. Principal Hendrickson, amazing work that you do. Keep doing what you're doing, all right? And that your children right there at that school, that is the future.
Yes.
So congrats on all you do.
Thank you, thank you.
Say hello to your brother, okay? I know we featured him once here on Pix 11, Pastor Hendrickson. We need that banana pudding that he makes, all right? Tell him right here we need some of that banana pudding.
I will.